Hello, hello, good evening. It is Nemi Batstone here with Nemi's Crafty Cafe, and it is Sunday, January 21st. So I'm here with you with another live, and today we are featuring some more Sale-a-bration product, as well as the new mini January to April catalog. So I hope you've all been keeping warm. I think for here in Canada, we've obviously had a crazy cold spell. Drastic change for everybody. For us, it was like -25, but it still felt cold, especially with the wind. But for others, they had Winnipeg weather. So that was kind of interesting. So, I'm not going to complain or comment about it, but, because we were spoiled this year. So, because we didn't have -50, of course. So, but it was cold enough that it felt really good today to not feel that 60-kilometer wind coming right at us. So I'm just going to make sure we are working well here. So I'm just going to make sure. Okay, everything's good, and I'm actually not that delayed, which is actually nice. And then I'm going to check and make sure comments are working. Fantastic, they are. So if you're there, please do tell me where you're from, or say hello, say hi. Let me know how your weather is, whichever you feel. But by commenting, then I know you're there. I know everything's working really well, because communication can be a little problem when we are virtual. So today we have another class. So thank you for joining me. Each week I like to do, I'm starting to do more of these little kits to go. And the kits to go, you can purchase obviously for 20 bucks, or you can, and the $20 includes the shipping, the tax, the cutting, the dies, all that jazz, everything you actually need to make the 3 cards I'm making. Or if you like, you can place an order, and your order has to be, I was told that my order pricing was too low, that my order should be at least minimum $60, because then you get the Trusty Tools actual, like you can actually get the Designer Series Paper for free. And then even though I will give you some of the pieces, but the nice thing is you get that paper, and then I can give you like all the card stock to go with it. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you like the class today. But while we wait for a couple more people to come on, I just want to do a couple of reminders. This Wednesday is bingo, and I think we have 7 people signed up already. So thank you for all of you that have signed up. If you have not signed up for my bingo, it is virtual, and it's a lot of fun. You pick your own 5 numbers between the numbers of 1 and 25, and you just tell me which of those numbers you want. And I keep a list with your name and then your numbers. You also have to track it yourselves. And then whoever spells bingo first using your numbers, because I call them out, then you win. And you actually win Stampin' Up credits. So the more people that sign up, the more money in the pot. And the whole pot doesn't go to me, it goes to you. And then we make some cards in between. And then I give you the kits right after, and you can always watch the replay on YouTube and create the kits at your convenience. So that's how it goes. I still have my crazy ass cough. So, oops, I shouldn't have said that word. Still have my crazy silly cough. And so please bear with me as I go through that. And also this month it's the end of my stamp club. So my stamp club, I'll be sharing those cards with you on YouTube as well on February 2nd. There's a private Zoom class first, and then I'll be sharing those with you on the 2nd. So for February, I've got a couple of things to share. Just reminders that, Paper Pumpkin subscriptions, they always close on the 10th. And now is the perfect time to get Paper Pumpkin subscriptions, because if you do, for every $60 you spend, then you get a free Sale-a-bration item. So it's a perfect time to sign up. And a lot of questions I get asked about is, can I suspend or cancel or miss a month? Absolutely, you can. So that's what's great about subscriptions, is you can buy a 3-month, 6-month, or a year, and then if the little clues or samples they show you for next month is not what you like, then for sure, just make sure you suspend by the 10th. And then my stamp club every month always closes by the 15th. So whenever you register by the 15th, which is like $45, you get everything, like you get it's a sweet collection. So I focus on the product sweet collection. And for this one, it is focusing on the perennial postage and the coordinating DSP. So the whole sweet collection. So you'll get 4 cards, 2 designs each. So it's technically 8 cards that features this beautiful stamp set and its dies. And you'll also get the matching paper that goes with it. And you'll get like 6x6, like a quarter pack of it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So the perennial lavender, well, really, it's in the catalog, so I don't know why I'm even showing you all that, because it's all there anyway. So you'll get, what else is in that suite? I'm trying to remember. Here it is. Oh yeah, and then there's some butterflies, flutterbys. So let me see here. There's some flutterbys and some beautiful embellishments. So you'll get a little sample pack of the embellishments and then a sheet of the butterflies that go with it, and we'll make some cards using that. Okay, so that is perennial lavender for next month. But the one other one that I want to show you for all of you who love to create and make really some fun projects, I have a workshop that is not created by me, but is hosted and created by Marie Strong, who is part of my team. So there's a lot of, we have lots of scrapbook friends and album friends. So I would love to see you this workshop. So let me, and I'll share it right now. So here's a sneak peek. She's finished the album, and this will happen at the end of the month, February 25th. Yeah, so we're shooting for February 25th, and this is an in-person event because it's really hard. Well, it's not really hard. It's doable, but it is a lot easier to do this in person. So we're going to, on the 25th of February, is create this beautiful pocket album. And it's really nice because you'll have 2 portfolios. It all holds a minimum of like 50 photos. So there's a lot of fun stuff in here, and there's pockets, and there's little pockets too. And this features the Memories and More card pack in the new mini catalog. So these are all the different things that are actually in there. Beautiful, beautiful. And even this is the actual envelopes that we've added in here as well. So here's another folio. So you get 2 portfolios with this, plus tons of space to add photos everywhere. So, my apologies. This would make a great book for Mother's Day, baby shower, wedding shower, anything, because really life is wonderful is what the theme is all about. So you will get everything you need for this. All you have to do is bring your ruler, your basic supplies, like tear tape, and as we're tearing tape, you'll need lots of glue, obviously, because you can see it's lots of gluing. Tons of room to expand, so as you add your photos, it'll grow. So registration will come this week, and then you can start signing up for that, and then we will order the supplies for you. It's so beautiful. It just doesn't do justice in here. So again, don't forget to use my host code. So if you actually place a minimum order this month, then using the host code, then I will send you this week's kit. So last week we had another one. So big shout out to Erin and Sandra who placed orders last week. I can't remember who else did. So I haven't finished prepping your kits from last week. I hope to get that done this week. I was a little busy this week because we had tons of soccer plus 2 big family events. And unfortunately, some other sad news. And then as well, we have the online virtual sale right now that Alana Wharf has been hosting. And so I've had lots of product that I've had to manage and post and sell. And it's still going. So, if you don't have the link to that one, maybe I'll add tons of the links afterwards in the comments in case you want to join those. So some really, really great deals. And pretty much everything that was in my in-person sale is now in the virtual sale. So yeah, that's how that's going. Okay, let's get started. So today I wanted to share with you what is shared or posted in the mini. So the mini catalog right now, and also this features our retreat. So if you're attending our retreat, which by the way is like almost sold out, I think we could have room for 12, but 10 would be ideal. So we're almost there. It features the Trusty Tools bundle. So the Trusty Tools bundle is $75.50. So what's really great, $75.50 Canadian, by the way. So what's really great is if you buy that bundle, you can also get in Sale-a-bration the coordinating Trusty Toolbox Designer Series Paper. Now, if you watch a bunch of other demonstrators, I'm sure they've already shared this with you, but there's these beautiful designer series paper with some solid colors along the back. So it's great when they have these masculine sets. And you can see I have all these funny shapes because I've already cut out a bunch of these. Oh yeah, I didn't do this one, so we'll have to do that one later. And then it comes with this measuring tape, which I think is like super cool. And of course you have the pegboard on the back. And then the smoky slate gray with the, which, red and gray goes so well together. And screwdrivers along the back. This is great for creating a toolbox. So at our retreat, you'll see that one. Oh, it's not here, but you'll see that card designed and you can make it yourself as well. And then more nuts and bolts and things like that along the back. And then that's 1, 2, 3. Then we have this one with this top or the heads of all the nuts and bolts and hammers along the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sheets of designer series paper, all fun and joyful to work with, and also has the paper for free, and then as well the stamp set. So here's a beautiful dies. Now I'm missing 3 because I stuck them. Let me pull them out. I stuck the other 3 on my big shot to get it ready and prepped for one of our cards. So there's the 3, but it's really cool because you obviously have all these great tools. Now, these funny parts obviously make the pliers, just so that you're wondering why. But you could make two-toned wrenches, and you can even change up your drill and things like that. You can make the little toolbox using these 2 pieces and have your pieces in there, I think. Oh yeah, so see, they show it here where there's a toolbox. Yeah, I don't see that one. Okay, the other one was what we're making at retreat. So I guess I got the cat out of the bag. Sorry, Barb, because those are Barb's cards. Okay, I'm going to get these guys out so I don't forget them. And they should have cut out. See, they cut out. Now, you don't have to use the dies, but they are great and they're there. You can also fussy cut because they are pretty easy to fussy cut. Now this one slipped a little, so I would probably clean that up a bit. 1, 2. Oh, then I did the pencil because I wanted to see how thin and if it actually worked really good. And there's the pencil there. So then we have these 3 additional dies that goes with the set. Now I also had questions as to where I get this white tape. So this white tape actually comes from Amazon. So I just buy it from Amazon. I guess this guy was going over here. And you get it, it's just post-it note tape that looks like that. I know it's available in the US and it's also available in Canada. but I'm not too sure if it's available anywhere else. But I use it a lot, and it's quite handy, and it's just made by 3M, and it's post-it note tape. So then you can just cut the length of piece that you like and give her. Yeah. Okay. So let's get this party started. I don't see any comments yet, but hey, maybe it's because no one's there, but that's fine. I'll just refresh to make sure and make sure everything's working. Yep, looks like it. Oops. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's make some cards. So we'll make these 3. The kits will obviously come cut for you already, and then I will randomly pick pieces for you to go onto this card, and as well as this one and this one. You'll all have to do your own stamping. That is something that I'm not allowed to do as per company policy. And then I forgot and realized I don't have my inks ready. So let's get those out. I think I use Real Red. And then I've got some Wild Wheat again. Shocking. And then we also have some Lost Lagoon. So 3 simple colors that you should have in your stash. And I'm just looking for my Lost Lagoon right now. I thought I had it handy. And I, for some reason, don't. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. So we've got our inks. And I forgot to cut that guy out. So we will do that as well. So maybe we'll do that card last. Okay, so let's do the hammer one first. So you're definitely going to need to have some paper. And, oh, hey, Michelle. Oh, you're listening. Oh, thanks. Hope you're, yes, this is why I love about virtual is you don't have to always pay attention, but at least I know someone's there. Thank you. So, and I hope you're enjoying the sale as well. So we're just going to take this. I've already got my base, which is crushed curry. And so we're just going to do all of our stamping first. And I did get a hammer, which didn't cut properly. So I guess the die moved in the actual machine. So that does happen. So I probably should have put more tape down. So I'm just going to try and fix this a bit so it looks at least a little decent. Now, we could also, just so you FYI, you can also stamp this and then just take your blends or markers and color it. And then, of course, as always, die cut it or fussy cut it to your liking. So I'm just fussy cutting because it just didn't cut very good. So that looks a lot better than what it was like 2 seconds ago. Okay, so I'm going to clean that out and move this into the garbage, which is a little too far away from me right now. Okay, so we're going to just stamp and randomly stamp, of course. Oh, I need crushed curry. So we'll grab some crushed curry because we're just doing tone on tone. Now, if you don't have crushed curry, you can use any yellow, a lighter yellow, because it'll show up as a lighter yellow. Or what else you can do is just use Versamark. So if you have Versamark, that is a great way as well to get the color that you're actually looking for. Okay, so here's all the tools. So this is really cool. I love the fact that they give us this now. What I used to do was I used to photocopy this and then stick it on the inside so that I knew where to put my stamps. And then what's great is you can just lay this all on here after, and you can easily tell and see what's missing. Now, I haven't done that with this one yet, so I definitely need to. Now, these are polymer stamps, so as always, let them drop, pick them up with your block after they've rested, and then start using it. Oh, forgot my embellishment. Okay, so we're just gonna place a hammer wherever we like. So I'm just gonna do one right in the middle so then I know exactly where that goes. And then I'm just gonna randomly place these all around.
There we go. And I'm just going to do one upside down, maybe. Like so. Oh no. Or drop your block right on it. And we're okay. Phew. And then we're going to take some red. And we're going to do the You're the Most Awesome. So this stamp set does have 3 sentiments. You're the most awesome, thank you, and Happy Father's Day. So you can mix and match these, of course, if you don't want to do Happy Father's Day yet. So, which is really nice. And I do like the fact that it is a straight line and it's simple. So you can use it over and over again with anything. So now I'm going to pick this one up as well. Now to stamp this one, we're going to make sure we stamp close to the edge there, to this side, because we want to make sure we have space. Oh, wrong color. We have space for our hammer afterwards. So a simple design, but fun and easy, and one you can actually make multiples of. And I do like this design, which was inspired obviously by, I think this was Ange McKay. So these were, I think, Ange McKay inspirations. So we're just gonna drop that in. I hope I did that straight. Yeah, pretty good. So You're the Most Awesome. And then, where did I put my chamois? So I had my chamois sitting here. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay. Yeah, I had to re-wet it because it's a little dry. So yesterday we were at No Frills, and so I still haven't unpacked from No Frills. Crazy. And because as soon as I got home, it was like, okay, gotta get ready, gotta go to soccer. And then we had to also, after soccer, go out for dinner. It was my parents' 25th anniversary, or not 25th, my parents' 51st anniversary. So we just went out for dinner because we did the big celebration last year and had a big party. So we didn't want to do it again. Hello, Shell. How are you? Are you ready for bingo this week? Hopefully. You won last time, didn't you? So hopefully your luck will be in your favor again. So then we'll just add this here. Thanks for joining. Hope all is well. And then we'll write that. Ready, Freddy? Yes. Excellent. Okay. And then this just goes on there. So you could also stamp and create your own designer series paper on here as well. Or I could flip it over and use the gray. So whatever you want. Now, and if you really like this design, then of course, use whatever paper you like or image or pattern. It's so simple and quick and easy. But I usually like having multiples of these, so I want to make sure we had something that we can do multiple of. And now this sits in the middle. Now you could also turn this into a fun fold or a gift card holder by easily converting this into a flip up, and then you would have a gift card holder on the inside. So, which is something similar to what we're going to be doing for bingo this week. Hint, hint. So, yeah, I managed to create quite a few fun folds. I don't know what I was thinking, but I did. So I was really excited about that. Anyway, it'll be super fun. So if you haven't signed up for bingo, you should. Okay. Right, Shell? Or maybe not, because then she's like, then I can't, then I have more chances of winning if there's less people, right? So, there we go. And we only use the numbers 1 to 25. So we don't have to use the whole deck or the whole slew of numbers. It just makes it a lot more fun rather than just picking people's names out of the hat and going, hey, you want some prizes. So that's what I like. Now, this has a different hammer color, obviously, because again, I just cut out the paper. It's a great evening sign up, people. Thank you, Shell. It is fun. What do you like most of it? I think one of the comments I get, or why I do it the way I do, is because people really like the fact that they don't have to be on camera. So that's really nice. They really like that part, that you can just relax and you don't have to create and follow along with me. You can just create afterwards. So I kind of give you a live tutorial And then afterwards, you can just go back to my YouTube page and click on the live tab, and you can catch it there. So if you're wondering how it actually works, then there's a few other bingos on there that you can watch right now. And the best part is you can sign up right until the day of. Did you know that? So you don't have to like pre-sign, because I don't send you your kits until after the event. So that's another best part, is for me as a demonstrator who offers these fun evenings, to be able to send you the cards afterwards is the best part. So I'm not rushing prior to. So that's what's great. So I'm using the 2023 to 2025 in colors. Right, exactly. Create your cards at your own convenience. And you can use any of the colors in here, really. I mean, you can use any set of embellishments, and I think I went with this guy. So we'll throw, or maybe we can use, let's mix and match it. Why not? So let's throw in a pink for fun, and let's throw in one of these big dark ones for fun. What is this color? Pebbled. No, that one's a pebbled path. So this one is, oh my gosh, why am I forgetting my colors? What color is it, right? And then we'll take some wild wheat and throw that in there as well, just for fun. There we go. What color is it? Why am I going blank? Ladies, help me out. Pecan. There you go. Thank you. Pecan pie. Pecan pie. That's what it is. There we go. So we just have that. Now, for fun, what we can do too, because I didn't do it on the other card, is we can take, oh, where are my, I thought I had some prep, and I don't. Wait, just give me a second here, because I gotta go get my basic white. It's still in the box from No Frills. So everybody was making fun of me, or they were surprised, that I came to No Frills with only one box. Believe me, I was surprised myself. And the reason I came with only one box is because I literally was just sitting there to prep. I just was there to prep for upcoming classes and clubs. So I didn't bring anything else. And everyone's like, that's all you brought, one box? That's not right. And they're like, what if I need something? Because I usually am the one that brings everything, right? And everyone's like, what if I need something? And I'm like, yeah, that sucks, because I won't have it. So I didn't. But, somebody needs to borrow blocks, and I was able to give that. So that was a first. So at least I had that. So that was a good thing. I don't know why I brought my blocks, because I didn't really need it. So let's get some basic black, or some memento. I called it basic black. That's a first. We don't even have basic black anymore. Actually, I was supposed to check, because somebody was wondering about that. And so I will have to check that afterwards. Oh, this cough. Okay, so we're going to stamp this hammer. We could pick a different one, but I'm going to stick that here in the corner. Toot. So now we have that hammer there. And you could take some blends if you like. So we'll go with, smoky slate, a really light color. And we'll also go with, let's do a red handle this time. So what do I got here? Sweet sorbet. Sounds good. It doesn't have to match. So everybody colors differently. But I took a class, or we took a class. So one of the things I like to do with my team is offer them some techniques classes and stuff. So Wendy Molnar, she's a fellow demonstrator, is a big coloring fan and colors wonderfully. And so one of our team meetings was to learn how to color. And she gave us, an amazing class. It was so fun, but there were some cool techniques that I've never ever heard of. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know you could do that. So I'll have to share those with you one day, but probably more when I feel more comfortable with coloring. So, but what's really great about Stampin' Up! Too is they give you these beautiful color lines to help you know where to add your shading. And then you just have to think, okay, if the light's actually reflecting on this, where do I want it to be super light and where do I want it to be super dark? Because there's no light on it. So that's the cool part there. So there's my shading on that. Oh, I guess I could have zoomed in a bit. Sorry about that. That wasn't very good. That was way too far away. And then we'll take our handle and just make it red to bring in the red. Okay. And then I'm going to add some darkness here. So I always like to go light, dark, light. Now others may do differently. Do dark, light, and then more light. I'm not too sure. So black and stays on light. Yeah, exactly. We only have the two now, but I know someone has an old ink pad and of basic black, and so were asking, looking for refills on it, and I'm like, oh, we don't have those anymore. Sorry, we just don't. So, but luckily I think I do have an extra, so I was able to fulfill that way. So, there is tons of other stamp sets, of course. So this is the other Sale-a-bration one that's in there. So I just figured, you know what? Why not just grab that Enjoy Your Day and we can stick that right there. So you're the most awesome. Enjoy your day is what we're going to say. And I'm just going to peel that off. Did I clean that? I don't know. And then grab that real red again and stamp Enjoy Your Day. Oh, don't drop the block, Nemmy. Okay. Oh, time to re-ink this ink pad. Okay, so add that there. And then now this will go on the inside of my card. I'm all crooked. Sorry. My camera went all crooked. And it's because the cord is pulling it the other way. There. So now we'll add this. This is just some glue. So as always, I like to use liquid glue. So you don't need a lot because the liquid glue does what you need. It was just a small dose. I've seen people go like this. Don't do that. You're just wasting. You're wasting money. So don't do that. There we go. We'll throw that in there. And there's our finished card. So there's card number 1 of the kit. So I hope you really like it. And if you do, it's yours for free by placing an order. But, if you already have everything, then I'll just send you the pieces. And you can just put it all together for $20. Okay, so just let me know. Place it in the comments, DM me, or email, or text me. So that is card number 1. So card number 2, let's do the next one. Oh yeah, we were going to do the other one last. So this one is just a step up, except we're just going to add a different sentiment along the bottom. So again, we're going to create our own designer series paper. And we're also going to add a little strip with a sentiment there. So very similar, but just a little step up further. So this one we're using basic white. I'm going to put these away because I know me. I will make a mess. I'm going to add that out. Push that out. So I got my card base ready to go. So again, we're just going to do some stamping. Get that out of the way. So the first thing we're going to stamp is the paint brushes. So we'll pull that out, the paintbrush. Paintbrush is my friend, I'm telling you. Oh wait, I didn't stamp this one because it's supposed to show the designer series paper. What am I doing? Okay, I'm going to pull this up a bit, just a wee bit, and I will still make sure you're straight. Yeah, you're straight. I'm like, okay, I'm forgetting about everything. So there's 2 pages that have some beautiful, all your parts, whichever. So all your tools, I should say. And the one that I want is one of these paintbrushes. So I'm just gonna take this one here. Now I was like, oh, so cool. They have the saw blade. And then I'm like, wait a second, there's no die for that one. I'm like, what? So I don't want to wreck the pencil because we can use the pencil too. And I don't, I guess I could have. So edge pieces still work fine. So I was like, that's disappointing. So now we can fussy cut this or I can run it through the machine. So I think I'm going to save myself a little bit of time. So again, there's a die. See, it has a die for everything. And what's really cool, tip, is you can just line up this little hole to that hole so that you always know you're going to be centered. And then you won't do the same mistake I did with the hammer where it slid. So I'm just going to fussy cut this because I'm right here. And by the time I move everything out of camera, we'll probably, and die cut it, we'll probably be done fussy cutting because it's just all straight lines. Now what's really cool though is you can stamp all this. There's even a stamp in there to do the little bit of paint along the end. And I thought, wow, that's impressive. So this is definitely a set that will not make it into my BOGO. I'm sorry to say. Unless they come up with another magical, beautiful mail stamp and die or mail bundle that I can use over and over again. So again, if you're coming to our creative retreat, this is one of our featured stamp sets, the Trusty Tools. So we have some great projects for you to create in your welcome pack. I agree. I agree with you, Shell. It is a struggle. You know, like you can only use so much blue ink and paper to just call it masculine and say, yep, that's what I want, right? So it's like frustrating. And you would think by now we would have that down pat, but we do not. Okay, what did I do with stamp set? Okay, so now we've got that guy. So now let's get this. Hello, Kathy. How are you? How is No Frills? I didn't get to stay all night, so I'm wondering and hoping that you all stayed till 10 o'clock and closed the place down, you know, and had a wonderful time together. I was thinking of all of you when I left. I didn't want to leave. It was really hard to leave. I was having fun. But it was a busy night and a blowy night as well. Girls do play with tools, and you know, you're absolutely right, Michelle. And the fun thing about that is you can do some amazing fun colors with this, right? You can dive into the pinks. Oh, what the heck is that? Sorry. You can dive into the pinks and the reds, and really give that special touch to your girlfriends who love to, you know, play with tools as well. But again, I just struggle with trying to get the mail cards made up. So that's my biggest struggle. I mean, they're like, and everyone, and the reason I love this one is, there's a lot of, it kind of gets everybody. Like I don't have a lot of, male friends who, you know, work in office jobs. So this works really well. But the ones that do and are not, you know, they're still handy on the side, so I can give them one of these. You know what I mean? Like, so it just works out. So I'm really excited. Yeah, we quit about 9:30. Oh, okay. Well, that's still good because, you know, the plan was to always just go till 10. So I believe the next No Frills, correct me if I'm wrong, Kathy, is February 20th, right? And same place, same time, Dugald Community Club, 9:30 to 10. That is the long weekend. If anybody is the 17th, February 17th. My bad. So that is Saturday, February 17th. Right. So that is the same weekend as Louis Riel Day. So some of you have the extra long weekend, which would be nice. I don't know if I can still attend yet because it's the same weekend as the Golden Boy soccer tournament. So both my kids are in that and we won't get our schedule on time. Oh my gosh, where is all this ink coming from? What is going on? I may have to redo this one. Oh, look, that's where it came from. Ladies and gents, we have ink everywhere. Where or how, right? So, I've been having to do lots of photo taking. So I switched out my mats. Now, let's see. You know what? I can probably save this. You know why? Because we have this beautiful strip that has to go on here. So I'm just going to put that strip lower. Boom! There you go. Dun dun da da. Voila! It covers it. Phew! Now, it still looks a little plain. So like I said, we're going to step it up a bit. So we're going to take some splatter. Now, if you have a splatter stamp, then by all means, use your splatter stamp. And if you don't, I will show you. You can take a blend or paint, right? You can put some, take a paintbrush as always and splatter. But you can also take your markers. Some people don't like to do this. And add splatter marks by just flicking inside the lid of your blend marker. And then you'll get those splatters. And you can splatter however much you like. Oh, what's the spot over here? So, just to show you, and I used the light, but you can use either one. This one I used the stamp. I can't remember which one. And then, oh, was it painted poppies? I think it was painted poppies. And then on this one, I just used the splatter. So it works both ways, but I want to show you both. So stamp it if you have a splatter stamp, or flick. So that works great. So now we got to cover up that boo-boo. That's what it's all about. Fixing the boo-boos. Okay, so you don't make the same mistakes I do. That's what I love about these classes. And then we're going to put that there to cover that up. We're just going to grab our glue and add some glue. Now this piece is slightly longer, and I always do that because I don't always cut perfectly. So then this way, if I make a mistake, I can fix it. Now I'm just going to use my grid lines as my markers to make sure I'm straight. And tap, tap. This should be good now. And I'll cover up that big blotch of crushed curry that got on there somehow. Weird. Anyway, so we got some extra glue. So I'm going to use my glue scissors. So I got my little charm here. So these were charms that I gave out as gifts at a retreat. So everybody got their own little charm with their initial on it, and as well as a heart and then a jewel. So now I use it to distinguish between my stamp sets, or my cutting. One for glue, one for paper. Okay, so then this is going to go in there, and then we have our white, which I got splatter on. So whatever, it's fine. So we're going to take this, and then we're going to get our pecan pie. Forgot to get pecan pie. Boy, I thought I was organized, and I had 15 minutes, and I'm just chatting with my husband. And lo and behold, I'm so not ready. Okay, so, yep, I cleaned it. So we're going to take the You're the Most Awesome, and we're going to stamp that off to the side again. Just going to try and put that in the middle. And then we're going to take the dad. So if your dad, or you know someone, has a birthday coming up, then this is the perfect card. Because there is a great stamp set, or stamp in here that has the word dad. And I thought that was perfect. I don't have a big one. You know what I like about this is there's no die. So I don't have to cut out those 3 letters if I don't want to. Then I'm all like, Well, do we have a mom? What about a brother? So, yeah. Wishful. Oh, sorry. Okay, I gotta move this because I keep hitting it and then it keeps hitting the camera. Okay, better, better. Okay, we are better. We are better. Now, take that dad and we're gonna stamp off and then stamp on. I got something blotchy there. I'm gonna try that again. Stamp off. Yep. Okay, we're good. Stamp off and then stamp on. And then we're just gonna try and center that as much as we can onto our little piece of scrap white. Dad, you're the most awesome. And let's face it, it is. So my dad is like a retired cabinet maker. So, obviously he's jack of all trades and had to do everything. And so whenever I'm stumped, I'm always like, Dad, I don't know how to patch this. Dad, don't know how to put these new fixture into my ceiling. So, yeah. I want to renovate the bathroom. Can you please help? AKA do most of it while I'm at work. So that's how handy my dad is and how great he was. Sure, no problem. Okay. So then we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna add that to the front. Yay, yay, yay. Yay, yay, yay. Ooh, that was a little wet. Okay. So we're gonna add, make sure my corners are, I always like to make sure there's glue in those corners so that it doesn't, oh, that's not the letter N. Oh, that's a terrible letter N. Oh, well. I'm going to add that in. Ta-da! And then we're going to add our little paintbrush, which came from the paper. Again, the stamp set has all that, see? So you could stamp a different colored brush or handle. And then there's that little squiggly. So the little squiggly is what goes on the end to get you that beautiful little coloring there. Which I know you're probably like, well, that's just lazy. I can just do that myself. Absolutely, you can. But where's the fun? Right? It's all about fun. It's all about fun. Okay. And then we're going to add that there. Pop that in. Like so. And I think I have some twine here. Same twine we used last week again. Same dots. So I always like to maximize as much as I can with all of you. So you really get a good use out of all those tools and products, right? That you buy. So, oh, I did not tie a bow. That was a terrible bow. Anyway, there we go. Yep, there we go. Okay, we'll snip that probably a little too much, but we'll worry about that later. Grab a glue dot. There we go. And just pop that right in the hole there of the handle. Yay! Now we're just going to trim that down a bit. Don't worry, it'll go flat when it goes in the mail. And then add that to our card base. And ta-da! We are done a second card. I'm on a roll. So yeah. So I hope you have this set already. Now you can either use dimensionals or just glue it down. I'm just gonna glue it down because we have like layer on layer on layer, which is fine. It's not going to affect going into the mail. It will still, I believe, be standard mail, so you should be okay, even if you add that second layer. So we shall see. So we got that. Yeah, we should have plenty of space, but so that way you don't have to worry. But just to check, yep. So it still fits. So we are good. Okay, so if you were to put dimensionals on the back, you would probably have to pay for over, what do you call it? Oversized. Another cute card. Thanks, Shell. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it, but I also like your cards too. So it goes both ways. So thank you. And my next one, which is the last one. Okay, this one. Yeah, we did this one last because I forgot some pieces, I think. Okay, so this one is fun. I love the pegboard. There was one other set that had something similar with holes, but they were a little bigger. I think it was one of the cat ones. And this one is a lot tighter, so it does look more like a pegboard. And then you even have these pink ones that can fit in. Like it literally lines up if you ever want to use the DSP. So I thought it was really cool, this measuring tape. Anyway, that's like my favorite. So I cut 2 designer series paper. So there you go, opposites. This didn't work for me, so I went this way. And those go on there. But what's really cool is if you, I'm just going to show you the die on this one. A little trick because I pre-cut everything ahead of time. So if you get the kit, I'll just cut this for you. So this fits right on top. So all I did was make sure, measuring this guy, is I cut it an 1/8 inch wider on either side. So then that way it was perfect. So you can make a pegboard that's bigger. I have a card that actually has it, where I made the pegboard bigger. So then what I did was I used a bigger sheet and then I just lined up my holes and then extended the pegboard so it was bigger. So just make sure you measure it and just put an 1/8 of an inch all around, and then you can go wider or you can go longer by just lining up your holes depending how much more you extend that. So that's another tip. Okay, so thanks, Michelle. Have a great night. Now, this one, I did add some more stamping in the corner. And I prepped that one already. So we're just going to grab, I think I just, my apologies. I just used, we'll just grab gray granite. I think I used pebbled path, but whatever. Grab whatever gray you got. Or, again, Versamark. And we're just going to take that and just, again, randomly. Oh yeah, I used pebbled. I did. I used a darker color. So this is gray granite. Not very light, or not very dark. So, or maybe I just didn't put enough ink. That could be it too. And we're just adding the nuts and bolts, as I like to call it, wherever into this corner. Like so. Ta-da! And it's just going to get covered so you can see how much is actually showing. So you can go a little further if you like. So we'll just add maybe one little one half off the page there. So then I got that little angle going. And then we're going to add this strip on. So, and I'm just going to leave, I'm going to use my grid paper. You know, if you don't have grid paper, it's another essential. Essential you should add to your kit because so handy. And your piece will be slightly bigger just because I don't always cut straight. So I always like to make sure that it's the right length. And to make sure it's the right length, you always get about an extra 1/16 of an inch on there in case I screwed up. So I'm just going to leave about 1/4 of an inch, or yeah, 1/4 of an inch. And use my grid paper as a guide. Make sure I'm lined up. And then flush. Ta-da! And then I do have a little bit hanging over. So I'm just going to cut that off. There. Now, it won't look like it's too short or too long. It's just right. There we go. So now we're going to have a little fun. Now, this one says Happy Father's Day. And that's because I wanted to make sure I used every single stamp in here. But there's Happy Father's Day and thank you. So we could change it out if you like, but we didn't use thank you. So maybe, because it's just too far off to Father's Day. So maybe we will do that. Let's be rebels. Let's go rogue. And we'll use thank you. Okay, so this is a 1/2 inch, not wide enough. So I'm just going to get another piece of scrap in my stash, because we all have tons of scrap. Oh, here's one. Here's a nice long strip. And then we can trim that down. And yeah, that one fits. We're going to fussy cut that one. We're going to be rebels. I'm totally changing my card on the, changing my card as we go here. I don't like that anymore. So let's change it up. Okay, that doesn't fit, but we can go at an angle. Probably should have used the eye block, but that's okay. So we're going to pull in some more Lost Lagoon again. And just going to stamp that. Thank you. And we're going to fussy cut that. Because I want to. Ta-da. Okay, so I did have a lot of tools. Now you'll also notice this one is funny. I purposely chose that piece to show you that you can use your edges. So use your edges. Now I realized too, I cut a lot of Lost Lagoon pieces. So this one uses the drill, so it's quite big. And so I didn't have to put in a lot. And now all these other ones are like Lost Lagoon that was hanging off the edge. But that's fine. We can work with that. And then this piece is just going to sit here. So we're going to use dimensionals. And then same angle, we're going to go like this. Now, if it's too long, you can just slide this up or slide it over or switch your angle a bit. So then that way your tape measure fits. Or trim your tape measure. Whatever works for you. Now I'm going to go for black dimensionals on here. Just because it will hide it better. So I'm going to just flip that over. So we're going to stick one there. Sorry, excuse me. I'm going to stick one there. And then I'm going to stick a couple at the bottom. So if it's showing through the holes, that's okay. And then stick another one in the middle. A couple in the middle. This is where I have to use, it's like painful. Trying to use just your fingers and your short nails. Okay. And then we're going to stick that at an angle. Like so. Ta-da! And then we're just going to grab our strip of measuring tape and run that across. Now, it doesn't have to match the holes. But if you're OCD, make it match the holes. I don't really care. So I'm just going to go slightly. I just want to make sure my tape measure fits. That's what's more important to me. Now we're going to add our tools. So our tape measure gets tucked in just a wee bit under there. I've got a little piece that didn't cut properly using the dies. There we go. My bad. And we'll stick that over there. Oops. My tool, my tape measure came with me. So there's my tape measure. And then we can stick this guy here. So now you see, you don't even know that he's cut off. And then we're going to add some red in there. Maybe in the middle. Why not? Actually, we'll go the other way so that you can see it. So just dry fit your pieces so they are where you want them to be. Come on. Maybe like so. And then maybe I can have that popping out of the bottom a bit. Oh, that kind of looks freaky. Not. And then just here, right? And we still have a couple other pieces, but I think I'll use a pencil just to bring in a little more color. Maybe right about there. There, because I had too much Lost Lagoon, so we'll skip the wrench. Oh, never mind. We'll put the wrench on the inside. Duh. Okay. So, see you Wednesday for being on. We will see you Wednesday. For sure, for sure. Thanks, Shal. Okay. So, let's get this on. So, we're right about there. So, we're just going to keep this here to dry fit. Right? Last card. So simple. And then, I'm going to use some mini glue dots to get this going. Just to save me time. Instead of using my glue. So, I'm going to get one dot on that one. Another along the back, right? And then I'm going to stick one in the middle. And then on the top part, maybe we'll add some liquid glue just to hold down the pliers along the top. So we'll grab some liquid glue and just add a wee bit up here. And then my tape measure is going to run right about there. So I'm just going to hide and tuck that underneath like so. Perfect. And I'm going to pop up, I think, this last one. So then we're going to add and make sure that doesn't go through. So again, we'll just add a couple mini glue dots again. Just makes life easier. So add one along the top, add one along the bottom, like so. And we'll stick that one right about there. And then this one's going to go there. And then what's going to happen is our tape measure is going to sit on top. So this one, I'm just going to run glue on. We could actually I could have put a glue dot or, I could have put a glue dot because it would just hide underneath the tape measure this tape measure piece anyway. There we go. So that's going to go roughly there. So now we need more dimensionals on the end, glue in the middle. Glue in the middle, dimensionals on either end, one there, and one here. I'm so excited about retreat. Oh, it just feels like forever since it was like September, October when we got together. Oh, and the spring one's always fun. And then yesterday we chatted about menu for food. I'm excited. Oh, Kathy, just so you know, I went to yesterday, what's it called? Went to Wholesale Club because we were in the area. We just had some time to kill. And so I picked up some more soup bowls. So we are good. Good for soup. Excited. Broccoli cheese soup. Calling my name. Okay. So we're going like that. And then now this sticks in right about there. Overlapping all the other tools. Oh, perfect. Love it. Now last part. We're just going to fussy cut this. Because it's just a lot prettier. Because it's just bigger. Because it's bigger, I want to fussy cut it. Now, a little trick I learned with Erica Serwin is to take a pencil and, draw your lines for where you're going to fussy cut. So this way you don't make any mistakes. So normally that's what I do, but in this case, no time. So, or at least I think there's no time. I haven't been watching the clock, and Barb's not here to tell me I'm taking too long or going too fast. Or you got plenty of time. Woohoo! So anyway, and I don't know. I don't know why I'm always worried about the clock. I think it's because I like to respect your time and just give you an hour of inspiration each week. And then still give you back your Sundays. But and I know I shouldn't worry because we're a big community. But I don't know. It's just my thing. And there we go. And so now it's going to say, thank you. You know what's great about this card? This card works really well if somebody just helped you out. If somebody actually came over and fixed something for you that you couldn't fix, this works perfectly, I think, right? So putting thank you instead of Happy Father's Day, brilliant. Okay, so now we're just going to add that. So you notice I just put one glue dot and then the rest just glue because it's just sitting on top of everything else, right? Ta-da! And we're done. Do I need another glue dot there? Maybe. So let's just take a mini. I'm going to stick one more in behind here just in case. And there you go. There we have it. There it is. And then we're going to stick it right on top of Smoky Slate. So let's get our glue again. Look at that beautiful pattern on the back. That's pretty. Okay, let's spread that out because I just globbed it. Again, you don't need to cover the entire back of your card, of your paper. Just a wee bit, folks. And a little bit will go a long way, especially with that glue. Okay, there's the front. Now, I don't believe we need to put anything on the inside. I'm going to grab my tweezers for this. I believe this is light enough that if you use a black pen or a blue pen, you're good to go. So I'm just going to add this in the bottom corner. And, oh, too much glue again. See? And then we're not wasting this other piece. Just picking up that glue and sliding it. And now we have a wrench on the inside. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Yeah. So again, if you prefer, you can add a white piece if you want. Thank you, Lena. So there it is. So slightly different, but similar, right? So just cut it up and use whatever you got. And then on the inside, you got plenty of space still to write. So we finished 3 cards. 3 cards in like what? I think that's a record. 808. Perfect. Perfect timing. So there's our 1. And then there's our 2nd. So here we use the stamp for splatter. Here we used our blends. And then we were not rebels on this one. This one we stayed the same. And again, you could obviously add some gems. I forgot to add gems. Where's my, oh, there it is. And then the 3rd one. So this was my original. And then we did that one. So much fun. So much fun. So if you have not yet purchased this bundle, please do. And if you're coming to my retreat, you can. If you can't come to the retreat because you can't get here or you live out of town, that's okay. My retreat can come to you in a box for only $99. And you get full colored, like 30+ page tutorial that shows you how to do all the projects. You get video recordings on how to create the projects. You get all the same treats we do, just not the meals. And you also get all the cardstock and everything that everybody has and the paper. But the only thing is you don't get to use my stuff. So you got to make sure you got the stamp set. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you've had fun weekend and had time to get crafty. And for the rest of the week, I hope to see you. If you haven't signed up for bingo yet, you got plenty of time. So please do. You know what? I'll add the link again to the top or to the comments. And you can sign up. And it's only $30. And all that $30 goes right back into prizes. And we'll make some great cards with the Be Mind's feet and the coordinating Sale-a-bration. So please join us. It'll be lots of fun. And so I'll see you Wednesday. And those of you that can't, then for sure, I hope to see you next Sunday again for more Sale-a-bration inspiration. So have a great week. Stay warm and see you soon. Happy stamping.